An alarm clock rings, waking up Bigger Thomas, a young black man. He shares a cramped apartment with his mother and sister. Suddenly, a large rat appears, causing panic in the apartment. Bigger kills the rat and taunts Vienna with the dead rat, causing her to faint. Bigger's mother then confronts him.
Bigger, for God's sake, throw away that thing now. You're acting like the biggest fool I ever saw. How? Have you got no sense? You scared your sister with a rat and she fainted. Sometimes I wonder why I ever gave birth to you. We wouldn't be poor if you were the least bit manly.
Bigger hated his family, but only because he knew that they were only suffering because of him. He knew that the moment that he realized how powerless he truly was, he would either kill someone or himself.
Bigger, you know if you don't take that job for Mr. Dollars, we won't get paid, right?
Yes, I will take it.
The following day, Bigger travels to the nicer part of town. Upon arriving at the Daltons, Bigger stands outside the opposing iron fence of the mansion, filled with fear and hate. He contemplates whether to enter to the front or the back of the house, feeling foolish for thinking he might like this job.
Front or back, what difference does it make? I shouldn't have taken this job. What was I thinking? I don't belong here.
Hello? Are you here to see somebody?
I'm here to see Mr. Dalton.
Oh, are you the Thomas boy?
Yes,
Alright, come inside.
She thinks she's better than me, but we're both just hired help.
Bigger waits patiently as Mr. Dalton finally comes. Mr. Dalton is a tall white man who is clearly wealthy. He then takes Bigger to his office. While on the way, Bigger sees Miss Dalton. She's a thin, white woman. Bigger is shocked to see her stony gray eyes.
That's Miss Dalton. She's blind, but she has a deep interest for colored people. Let's get this started. So, do you think you can drive a car?
Yes, sir.
Okay, grab a piece of paper. Have you stolen before? Have you been in prison?
No, sir.
The relief people told me to look out for you, but you seem like a good kid. Here, take one.
Nah, I don't smoke, sir.
That's surprising. Since you can drive, I'm gonna give you a job. Hopefully you don't get in trouble.
And Mary comes into the room, interrupting the interview. She's a young, white, communist woman who disagrees with racism.
Hey, father, is that the new chauffeur? Or are you part of the union?
Mary, stop it. Bigger, you see, I'm for the advancement of colored people. You probably don't know what it is yet, but I will help you people.
Later, Bigger picks up Mary. However, as Mary is in the car, she tells Bigger that she is not going to school, but actually has other plans. She is going to meet up with a communist. Bigger knows that she is a part of the world of people who tell him what he can and cannot do, so he agrees. They then arrive at the communist's house.
Hey, Jan, this is Bigger.
Hey there, nice to meet you. Let me drive the car. You know, Bigger, I've always wanted to see how you colored people live. I've been all around the world, but I still don't know how the people next to me live. Take me there. Take me to the restaurant.
Yes, sir.
As Jan and Mary walk into the restaurant, Bigger wants to stay back. He is scared that the people he knows will see him with white people. However, Mary and Jan insist that he comes along. Feeling forced, he decides to follow them in. Inside the restaurant, Jan and Mary try to convince Bigger to join the Communist Party, stating that they are trying to stop racism. But the entire time, they push racist identities onto Bigger. After a long night of drinking, Bigger and Mary see Jan off and head home. Mary, being too drunk, asks Bigger to carry her to her bed. While going to her room, Mary is yelling and making a lot of noise, despite it being very late.
Whoa! Come on, you gotta get to your room.
Bigger lays Mary down on her bed. Miss Darn enters the room. Miss Darn calls for Mary many times and leaves soon after smelling the alcohol, assuming that Mary's drunken and asleep. Not wanting to get caught in Mary's room, he tries to silence her by putting a pillow on her face.
Mary, wake up now! Mary! 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 Oh no, she's dead.
After the murder, Bigger cuts Mary's body into pieces and throws it into the furnace. However, as investigators look into it, they see there are some remaining bones. Bigger, seeing this, knowing that he will be blamed, decides to run. He runs to his girlfriend Bessie's house. He explains the situation to her.
Oh gosh, Bigger, don't you understand? They'll blame you for raping her and killing her to cover it up.
Then, Bigger forces Bessie to escape with him. As they take shelter, Bigger decides that she'll only slow him down. He then rapes her and kills her after. He then continues to run away, but the police catch up and find Bessie's body. They are able to arrest him. However, they ignore the crimes committed against Bessie and charge him with false crimes of rape and murder of a white woman. Jail, Bigger begins to feel powerless and wonders if the white Americans are right and that being black is the same as being an animal. However, he still hopes that another life exists, one in which he would be able to forget his racial differences. Soon after, Bigger is open for questioning. The first to meet him is John, and then it's the opposing attorney,
Bigger,
Buckley.
I'm not sure what to say to you. After you falsely accused me of murder, they put me in jail, and I was so confused. Why? Actually, no, I figured it out. Bigger, I've never done anything against you or your people in my life. But I'm a white man, so it would be too much to ask you to not hate me, as every white man that sees you hates you. I'm sorry my white face is making you feel guilty. I wanted to kill you and Mr. Dalton for blaming me at first, but if I do that, then this violence never stops. I'm on your side, Bigger.
Then John leaves and Buckley enters.
I know how you feel. You're black, and you feel like the world is you unfairly. Well, I know you people. You give me all the votes out there. You're just like that black boy who raped and killed a woman. Just like how you raped and killed all those white women.
No, I didn't do it. I never raped a white girl.
Stop the act. Who was the first woman you killed? Why did you kill so many women? Tell me about it. Now, and let's get it over with. Look outside, Bigger. There's a whole ocean of hot hate waiting for you.
Buckley leaves angrily, and Max starts to talk. Max is Bigger's attorney from the Communist Party.
As your lawyer, I'm going to do my best to save you. But there are 12 white jurymen who have already condemned you, so don't expect much as a black man. First of all, Bigger, I need you to trust me.
I don't know if I can, Max. Why is there this black gulf between me and the world? After all, there's a warm red blood here and cold blue sky there. So why is there never a wholeness, a oneness, a meeting of the two?
Despite Max's best efforts, the court declares Bigger as guilty and sentences him to a death sentence. Distraught and disappointed, Max talks to Bigger for one last time.
Bigger, the only people you hate you feel just as you do. They are on the side of the fence, unable to see past your skin. They see you as inferior. That's why you have to believe in yourself.
Haha, I will. I've gotta die. I didn't want to kill, but what I killed for, so I am. This is the most meaningful thing to ever happen to me. What I killed for must be good. That's what everyone wanted from me. I feel alright if I think like this.
No, Bigger, don't say that.
I'm alright, Max. Tell my mom that she was right.
Okay, goodbye, Bigger.
Goodbye, Mr. Max. Mr. Max! Tell Jan I said hello.
Okay, goodbye.
Max walks away slowly without turning his back, and Bigger continues to grab the black steel bars. Then he smiled a faint, bitter smile.